Hi, welcome back to Latitude Adjustment. Appreciate you taking some time to watch. This is episode number 3, and I'm recording this little preamble still with the boat in hibernation and waiting for the 2024 season. We're actually in the salon right now. Been doing some additional projects. One of those projects is adding to the current solar that is on the boat. And I should be able to get another 120 watts out of the entire system, about 1.2 kilowatts altogether. I'll show you a picture here, and the details will be coming up in future episodes. Anyways, one thing I forgot to mention in episode 2 in terms of experiences from purchasing Latitude Adjustment was that our broker actually included 1 hour of training with a captain. Now, even though I've been boating for many years, it was very enlightening and beneficial for both myself and my wife. And I would highly recommend that either if you're new into to boating or you've been around for a few years as I have, take the opportunity. There are always new things to learn and new techniques that you sometimes get into your own habit, and there are maybe alternatives, safer alternatives to do things. So check that out. Get yourself training with a captain on a new boat purchase. Anyways, on to episode 3. This one will talk about new beginnings, some new experiences, and taking Latitude Adjustment out, venturing into southern Georgian Bay, and doing some of our first anchorages. So please take a look. Please share, comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Now that we actually owned Latitude Adjustment, it was time to bring her up to the condition and capabilities we had set out for her. As mentioned in episode 2, the survey gave us a roadmap to accomplish this. We started with what was listed as essential repairs, which included replacing the trim tab actuator, securing some loose items, replacing some safety equipment, including more modern battery-operated carbon monoxide and smoke detectors. We also had plans to update the look of the boat, and the first thing that we decided to do was replace the existing carpeting with something more modern and comfortable to walk on. The aft salon furniture wasn't included in the deal, so we searched for a weatherproof outdoor furniture set that could accommodate more than 2 people, and we think we hit the mark with this set. It's amazing how much technology has changed over 20 years, and this boat certainly proved that. So we decided to take the plunge and upgrade all electronics to new Raymarine equipment. From our research, Raymarine proved to be a reliable brand. As I didn't have the marine electronics experience to pull off a project like this, we decided to hire some outside expertise, and over the course of the season, new components would include a pair of Raymarine Axiom 9-inch chart plotters, a new C-top network backed with a Raymarine HS5 network switch, a Sirius Infolink weather receiver, a Quantum 2 Doppler radar, a 210 bullet camera to help with the obstructed rear view of the boat, a Japsco 175,000 candlewatt searchlight, a WeBoost cellular signal booster kit, and an Aegean dual-band Wi-Fi extender. Entertainment options included a Fusion Apollo marine entertainment system with a Signature Series 6-channel amplifier and Kicker 6.5-inch speakers. We also heard about Marriage Savers, which were a pair of EarTech ultralight wireless headsets, so that Tammy and I could communicate easily with one another with operations of the boat. With our aft cabin mattress looking like it was used for 20 years and the forward cabin consisting of several pieces of foam, we decided to get some new mattresses and found a local company who could make new custom mattresses as well as coverlets for both cabins. Sadly, we also made the decision to sell the beloved family runabout. However, it was going to a good home, and maybe it would see another 60 years on the water. Our maiden voyage of Latitude Adjustment was an afternoon trip from Penetanguishene to Honey Harbor and back, a delightful 3-hour tour with my parents on board to get our sea legs.
Our first solo voyage, Captain.
Abandoned ship.
No.
After experiencing a few trips, we began to realize that having a dinghy is not just a nice to have, it's a necessity with a boat like this. And so we searched and found a used 2012 Walker Bay Generation 360 with a 40-horse Yamaha to not only have fun with, but to act as our car for when we are at anchor. We were heading out with Latitude Adjustment for the weekend. Our saddle tanks were a little low on fuel, so we decided to switch over to our aft tank as it was showing it was full. About 20 minutes into our journey, first one engine and then the other died. I immediately thought nothing has changed except I switched over to the aft tank. So I went down into the bilge and switched back again to the saddle tanks, and we were able to get the engines running again. During the week, we had the marina check out the aft tank and found out it was full of old contaminated diesel that would have to be drained and cleaned out at a later date. The fuel filters were changed and the rake cores cleaned. The following weekend, winds were brisk, but the sun was out and we would try again, confident we wouldn't have the same issues sticking with the saddle tanks. After about 20 minutes into our journey, the first engine sputtered and died, and then the second. We quickly assessed the situation, but could not get the engine started, and so we dropped the anchor as the winds were pushing us to shore. Unfortunately, the anchor started to drag without having set it properly, and we were still being blown towards the shore. We radioed the marina, and they were able to send a towboat, just as I was preparing to launch our own dinghy and attempt to tow the boat ourselves. It was truly a nerve-wracking experience, and it was only after the fuel system was examined again was it found that the cause was the fuel shutoff valves were inadvertently left on the off position. Now, although this wouldn't have changed this particular situation, we decided to come up with a pre-departure checklist to hopefully catch anything that we might forget or help find anything that has changed on the boat since our last voyage. I've added links to a Transport Canada pre-departure checklist as well as to Transport Canada's boat safety guide in the comments below to help you in preparing for your future voyages. A nice surprise with fireworks right across from our marina for Canada Day. One of our first long weekends at anchor included an approximately 2-hour trip to Hope Island. The northern of 3 islands in southeastern Georgian Bay, it is uninhabited and part of the Bosay First Nation. There is a nice anchorage at Sandy Bay, especially from a north wind, but be aware you may get a bit of a bounce as waves can encircle the island. The clarity of the water in this area is spectacular and reminds me of the Caribbean. Put a few palm trees on land and you couldn't tell the difference, at least in the summer. Okay, smile. And just a little roundabout here.
Go check out our anchor.
The rest of July included several trips with family to Bosay Island, which included an official celebration on our new boat.
Congratulations!
You can tell you've done it before.
That's the best thing ever.
Oh no, it's another one.
boat is good. And when we're leaving,
Are we getting into a current?
Bye!
So, bye. See you later.
About an hour from Penetanguishene, it is a national park, and at a length of 8 kilometers is the largest island in Georgian Bay Islands National Park. It is only accessible by boat, offers 9 different campgrounds, 10 rustic cabins, a network of hiking trails, and many well-protected anchorages. Bosay Island is indeed one of our favorite anchorages, with it being only a short hop from our home port. It offers boaters a variety of activities, and with a short dinghy ride to Honey Harbor, even some great fish and chips and live entertainment at hand. Be sure to visit it. Okay, are we live? Are we live? We made it to Fin City here. Got a little bit of live music going on. So hopefully this is one of many beautiful boating weekends that we can enjoy. So cheers to you and cheers to you.